Hi, I'm Larry Hyrb, Xbox's Major Nelson, and this is The Power of Play, a series of discussions around the significance of gaming and its ability to affect social good in our communities all over the world. With me today to discuss his own gaming journey and the influence of games on his own life is the host of The Daily Show, Trevor Noah. Trevor, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
You and I are going to play a little Forza Horizon 4. Let's talk about what games you like to play in your downtime. So what are some of the titles you're playing?
Recently, I've been playing a lot of Warzone because that's where all my friends are. Finished Red Dead Redemption a while ago, which was nice.
Isn't that an amazing story? I mean, just the
It's
way
one of the greatest. Yeah,
the non-linear storytelling that Rockstar does, and the characters, and that I don't want to have a spoiler, but that moment at the end up on the side of the mountain. I'll just say that, right?
No, it's the most painful experience I've ever had.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about your gaming journey, though. How did you get into gaming?
I guess I started playing games at the arcade.
Yep.
But we didn't really have arcades in that way in South Africa when I was growing up. So they would just be what we called cafes. They would just have like a really cool area where there'd be like 3 or 4 arcade machines. And you would just get there with, at the time for me, it was like 20 cents. And you'd just play the game. And every time my mom would send me to the shops to buy like bread or milk or anything, I would just never come home because I'd be stuck on the arcade.
Now, did you buy the bread or milk, or did you spend the money that you're supposed to buy bread and milk?
Yeah. I would buy the bread and milk, but then there would always be enough change for me to like play a game. And the thing is, I was really good, so it lasted for long.
You know, we talk about games being empowering. How has gaming empowered you, or the experience felt empowering for you?
I think games are one of the most amazing, formative experiences a young kid can have. It also empowers you to enjoy being by yourself, like in a good way. It's like you become independent, you enjoy your own time, you enjoy like having fun and learning things on your own, And then what's really cool is I think it empowers you to dream with your friends. There are a few times that I found more fun in my life than when I'm doing something with my friends. Like for instance, a raid in Destiny, you can't beat that. Do you know what I mean? You literally cannot beat that. Those are some of the things that I've loved about gaming is like, you make new friends as well. You make friends that you would have never made. I really like that, being able to connect with people in an anonymous fashion that builds like a real friendship that's not really based on, where you are from or what you have or don't have in life, but your common interests, which is I think what connects human beings. And so what I found, oh man, you challenged me to a race and then it threw me into the bushes. Was that like your technique? Was that a move you planned?
That's my up, down, down. Those are my hacks.
Yeah, that was a nice little move there. You're like, oh, do you want to join? And I was like, yes. And the next thing I know, I was in the bushes.
I see you.
Okay.
You talked a little bit earlier about Red Dead Redemption. Would you say that's your favorite game?
Yeah, I think it's hard for you to beat a Rockstar game. I mean, when it comes to driving, like Forza is fantastic just because of the photorealism. Yeah. You feel the dynamics, you feel the gradual speed. And that's what real driving feels like, and I love driving, so I enjoy that. I love the feathering of a throttle. I love the, playing with your brakes or like figuring out how to get like your power into a corner right, and those are some of the things I enjoy. Games like Gears of War, those are some of my favorite story games. Even though it seems like it's mostly action, I play the action to get through the story.
When you look at the gaming community, and you come across so many people as you travel the world, and you've got friends that game, what do you think is unique or special about the gaming community?
I think one of the things that's unique and special about the gaming community is that it bridges, divides, and connects people across a larger spectrum than I think anything else. And I feel like gaming, literally like any country, any age range, one of my favorite stories ever was the soccer player Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He was saying one of his best friendships came from playing video games, and he played against a guy, played with him for years. The guy never knew who he was, and became one of his closest friends. And then the first time they met, the guy was like, oh my lord, you Zlatan Ibrahimovic, It's always fun to see like in the community how we can just rediscover people. You learn different languages sometimes, you learn people from different places.
That must be something that you run into all the time because, I mean, you're quite well known for what you do. Do you go incognito all the time, or do you just roll, hey, I'm at Trevor Noah on Xbox Live, and how does that work?
Oh no, that's the great thing. I have my handle, and that's me. And then people call you by that, and that becomes That's what I think I love as well, is that it's a unique opportunity to be imagined the way you wish to be imagined as a person, which is something I think life and society doesn't always give you. You know,
Right.
you're born into the life you're born into, you're born into the world you're born into. But with video games, you can create who you truly want to be in that moment in time.
That's the beautiful part about gaming. All right, Trevor, I gotta let you go because I know you got a lot to do. And you probably have probably got a bunch of raids to run on Destiny. So thanks for your time today, my friend.
Thank you so much, and hopefully I'll see you. You let me know next time you're on, next time you're running a raid, or next time you know there's a battle royale, or next time whatever you're doing. Let me know. I'm always keen to jump into somebody's squad.
Be sure to check out our other conversations in the Power of Play series on Xbox, YouTube, and social channels. Thank you for watching.